just share the link. Okay. Let me invite some people and then we'll start with the session. Okay. So, good morning, everybody. Pranam. Welcome to live session. And today is another wonderful day, and we are having a wonderful topic about, in our daily life, how we overcome our challenges. As we are, as we know that the time is changing, the planetary shifts are happening. So how to understand these planetary shifts, how to in our daily life, how to overcome the obstacles. I should not say obstacles, actually they are opportunities for you to understand how to elevate yourself. We all go through troubles, and we all think that the story which is going in our mind, or the problems or the events that are happening are some kind of a problem for us, and they are sins for us. You know what? I'll tell you the biggest truth. The events are real, but what you imagine about them, or what you think about them, or how you get attached to them are only imaginary states of mind. In the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, what did Arjun said to Krishna? I'm not going to fight. So then Krishna called it as a neurotic state of mind. So it was a state of mind. So similarly, all the situations happen, everything happens, but we get attached to it because it's a state of mind. We believe in something so real, whereas it is totally floating. You think the reality is real, it is not real. It is a very floating kind of a reality. Yani you can change whenever you want to do. Now I'll give you some very good pointers how to make it happen. I'll prove my point to you and you all practice it, and then you come back and tell me whether it changed or not. But my only condition is you have to listen to each and every point that I tell you, and secondly, you have to understand, you have to practice what I am going to tell you. So, what the basic difference is when two people think of the same thing, right? And the two people are in the same situation. Both of them observe the situation in a very, very different way. How do two people in the same situation see the same situation in a different way? Because of the perception of the mind, because of what we have thought. That is why I said the reality is very fluid. Only we think because what we have been perceived to, or what we have been thought about it. So whatever lens we are putting whatever lens we are putting across, we are just seeing the same similarity, similar thoughts. So the situation is just the imagination. We have imagined a state. Now yesterday I was talking to somebody, and I the way he was putting things to me, it appeared to me as if I am repeating a story of somewhere else which I have already come through, and I'm seeing the same again. But then again I put a halt to my mind. No, let me not put any impression and see what the other person is trying to convey me. We always have a mind which is always putting us to the same situation again and again, because we don't look at it at a different level. We only see through one perception, so we do not see through the other perception, and that is where we lack the clarity, and we all go in the same zone. So I'll give you a few tips, but before that I'll explain you a few points. See, I have to make notes these times so that I bring more clarity to you people. Okay. So the first point is understand this very clearly. The problem is real. The problem you're facing is real. But the fear, the future story, all that anxiety, all that is just an imagined state of mind. You won't believe it. But when I came to understand this concept of what Krishna has been teaching us, that this is a neurotic state of mind, I was shocked. I was literally shocked, because the ego keeps us tracked to, if I'm seeing this person like this, they are like this. And you see, you are in different relationships with people. Everywhere you have a different perspective to the person, right? Everywhere there is a different perspective. With a as a mother you are different, or as a father you are different, as a parent you are different, as a friend you are different, but you are that same person. So how do different people see you is just their perception about you, but you are the same person, right? So similarly, we also perceive different people in our way, in the way we think about it. So that is why everything looks so real. If I see two people, if I meet two people, two of my friends, old friends, one I was very good with, one I was not having a very good term with, then I'll see the same thing with both the persons. I cannot identify that they can change, because they are not going to change. It is my perception that has to reconcile. My perception has to reconcile. So when you hear things saying that somebody is going to reconcile with you, you have to have that reconciliation within yourself, to first reconcile within yourself, to change the perception of the other person. So that is why the whole scripture has been written between, for you, for the self realization, not for anybody else's realization. Realize the self. The situation, we the situation is same now, but now when I change my perception about, I go and meet them, and I go with an open mind, without thinking how they are going to be and how this is and that. I find the other person has changed a lot. It was not them. This time I was not carrying a previous notion. So when I meet the other person in a different way, in an open-minded way, I see a different side of them, because they were always different. We always see people through a different lens because of the story we are carrying. That is why I said it is all an imagined state of mind. It's a story in my head that I had a bad experience with them, so they are bad. So the moment I start changing my own perceptions, things start changing. So life is not difficult. We have started overthinking about it. So let's go to the next point. You know, start your day with watching your mind for every early in the morning. When you get up, take out 5 minutes for yourself and start your day, and see how your day goes. What is your mind carrying early morning, whatever consciousness you are carrying, whatever awareness you are carrying, or whatever thoughts you are carrying. The whole day you have almost decided like that. But it's all very fluid. You can change the event. Suppose I have an interview. Okay, suppose you have an interview in the day and you're very scared, to face it. Now sit down and relax your body. And early in the morning, start telling yourself, everything is going to be in my favor. Everything is going to see how the nervous system starts settling and accepting. It may take time, but if you start doing this practice every day in the morning, your morning routine is started going to be more energized rather than being in fear and anxiety. So you are shifting your reality according to what you think about it. So, you will also realize that the thoughts are coming and going, coming and going. But when you be consistent with that, you start focusing on how beautifully it is happening. How things are differently happening when I take control of my morning routine. If you sit down for 5 minutes and just start thinking about, it is so good. When I start taking care of my emotions, or start thinking about what thoughts am I carrying for the day, is it a good thought or is it a bad thought? So when I understand that I have to master my mind, not the mind has to master me. So when we have to Literally, it's like a monkey. You have to tame it. You have to teach them how to behave. Similarly, we have to train our mind to think good and positive for the self. It should not harm the other person, but it should be always energizing for the self. So when you start telling yourself, I am going to have a wonderful day today, something good is going to come out to me, everything is aligned to my desire, you start settling in your nervous system in your body, and it is a huge game changer. You set the tone of the day early in the morning. Just take out 5 minutes and try this practice. And then, when something triggers you for the day, in the entire day, you have fear, anger, and it is actually happening. You can see it is happening, and your nervous system will tell you, yes, this is happening for me. So there, you don't have to run from it. Many of the time, when I had to face many of the situations, like something I have to face, I used to run from it. No, no, let it be, let it be, I don't want to see it. But honestly, until and unless I started facing my own shadows, I could not overcome that situation, because we start avoiding it. It is called surpass the emotion, surpass the situation, so that there is peace. The peace will never happen. What happens is, your body starts get bloating up, because there is a lot of anger in you which has got settled, and now you don't know how to express it. So don't run from your emotion. Sit with it, acknowledge it. What is it that makes me so fearful? Why am I so anxiety, in so much of anxiety and depression? Mostly it is the overthinking. Mostly we have thought so much about a situation that we actually worsen it. There is nobody else to tell us anything. I am the thinker in my mind. Similarly, you are the thinker in your mind. There is nobody outside coming to tell you, do this, do this, do this. Those are all hallucinated voices. When your parents used to say, you have to behave like this, you have to be like this, you have to be like this, all those are disciplined voices. If you stop listening to all the voices and listen to yourself, what do I want in this moment? What am I looking for? That is important. Your inner guidance will start coming up. You'll start overthinking, over analyzing everything before it is happening. This is what I said in the beginning. When I was talking to somebody yesterday, I thought that I am projecting my fears or something on the other person. But when I stopped perceiving anything, I just started listening to what the other person is trying to convey me, without putting any filters on my own self. I just started listening, and I just listened, and I just stopped. I did not carry any notions, because when you carry notions, you attract that vibes into you, and you again start manifesting. You again start being the same story. Remember, it is only a story. So somebody is narrating you a story. It is a story in their own head. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to grasp it unnecessarily. You don't have to judge the other person. Let it be. And beautiful thing is, you just give them a beautiful blessing. May they be guided. May they be guided. Don't ever involve in other people's karmas just by giving your own perception thoughts. No, don't do that. It will harm you, because you add to that. So do not give any unnecessary gossiping or any unnecessary judgments to people. Just give them blessings that they take the right track. That's all. That's all we have to do. We help each other. Physically you can go to somebody, you can help somebody, but when it involves in the karmic patterns, just give blessings to the other, that whatever they do the best for everybody. That's all. That's all. Then most of the pain comes from the past. We keep on lingering on the past, and we keep on bringing those things again and again. This happened to me, this happened to me. This is a victim state of mind. Just as Arjun sat down, I am not going to fight the war. This is exactly the same. What did Sri Krishna do? He made him realize his own potential. So your own potential is, You can change your reality by not thinking it in the same manner. So that is what, if I had a fight with that friend, okay, now if I keep on repeating the old story, no, I am not going to meet her, I don't want to meet her because I have a very bad impression. It was a past. Now when I told you I am going with an open mind, now I'm going to see the person in a different light, and the perception has changed. They appear to me so different. Why they appear to me so different? They appear to be so different because I was seeing them through my own experience. Then who created that experience? Only our beliefs, only what we believe in something, right? So that is how it happens. So this only, this breaks the illusion. Do your duties. This is a very important point. Do your duties, but drop the drama. Now, what is drama? A few days back, I went to a podcast also. She was also asking me, what is drama? We create so much of emotional baggage. How will this happen? Who is going to do this? What is this? And why should I do this? This is all a mental drama. It's an imaginary, illusionary state of mind which keeps us in a loop of being in trouble always. So we are not in trouble anywhere. We are in trouble with our own mind because it creates that. You see so many, soap operas, or you see so many serials or TV dramas. What is this? All are going into some kind of a judgment or the other. Everybody is like spying on the other. What is this? There is no drama like this. The more higher you go and the more higher you elevate, the drama in you stops. The emotional, that is called stillness. That is where your real good manifestations happen. That stillness. When you are doing a duty or somebody, or you are doing happily, if you expect that something has to be, when you attach yourself to the, future, what is going to happen, you are always fixing it. And in that fixing, your own nervous system goes up and down, up and down. Whereas what you wanted was just available. When you did that practice, did help somebody in their own, it was a very generous kind of you of doing lovingly. It is not you, it is that God which is in you, which is, guiding you. Help the people. Then don't create any drama. Don't think, don't overthink. If somebody is sick or somebody is in need, what we start doing is we start telling the stories to the whole world. This happened, this happened, this happened. This is all drama. We are creating the vibrations of, we are not helping the person, we are creating vibrations of the person of more sickness. We are not blessing people, we are actually disguising them. So if you have issues with your health or something, go to the doctor, go to somebody who can guide you and bring that health back to you. Somebody who is only going to gossip and tell 10 people about it is not your friend. Believe me. Unconsciously, we all have done it. But how long? How long? If we understand the game of, the thought process which is happening, if we keep on telling people everything, we are not liberating them. We are binding them. And we are binding ourselves also with that karma. So the only thing is, bless people on your journey. Bless people. Then comes, action you are doing is real. But when you start emotional drama, that becomes overthinking. What will happen? What will happen? Now what is this? Oh, they've gone to a CT scan. What will happen? Come on. You are there for the mental ease of the patient and the ease of the family. You cannot create a havoc for everybody. Somebody is sit down for 10 minutes and literally pray that they come out of it. Somebody needs a job, sit down for 5 minutes and pray that they get it. That is where the emotional drama ends. That is where the overthinking ends. That is where you have elevated and the other person also. That is why it is called a ripple effect. When we help somebody, we are not helping that same one person. We are helping so many other with them. And that is where your pure awareness lies. Now, next, coming to the next, reduce imaginary suffering. Now, this is something very, very important, and listen to me very carefully. What is imaginary suffering? Overthinking. We start overthinking about, over analyzing about every person, every situation, everything happening. That is actually, overthinking, and that is the imaginary suffering. Most of the suffering in our mind is actually imaginary. If I behave, I have done something, then what is the other person going to think about it? What is the other person going to think? This is the most illusionary level we live in. This is actually imaginary suffering. A few days ago, I'll tell you a small incident in my life. A few days ago, I was talking to one of my relative, and she's an old lady, and she was talking about an entanglement with her son with somebody, one of their area members. And she said, why, if you do this, he'll do this. If you do this, he'll do this. I was like, why are you so you are a creator. You are telling the other person's mind, behave like this with me. This is real danger. Nobody is going to tell you what I am telling you in this, live session today. This is the real danger. We imagine what the other person is thinking. We ourselves imagine. The other person has not said a word, but we start imagining what they are thinking, what they will think about it. You have the power to control your mind. And can you think good about yourself? Can you say the other person is not going to be angry with me? The other person is not going to be with me? The world is fluid. It is real yet unreal. Why unreal? Because our thoughts are creating our reality. So when I start telling, or you start telling somebody, this is bad, you know what is going to appear? The same bad thing. Now, whom are you fighting with? We fight with our own shadows. What is the shadow? The wrong thinking. The wrong thinking in us is the shadow. If you remember the story of Parvati Ma, uh, she has Rakt Bij was one Rakshas she had to fight. What is Rakt Bij? Wherever the drop of blood goes, there is another Rakshas happening. What is that demon happening? That is the thought process. The more you think wrong, you are creating your own world with all wrong demons. So the more negative thinking you have, the more demons you have created in your, and you suffer in your own world. You say, all my people are bad, people around me are bad, I don't like the company, I want to run away from this. These are the demons you created through your own self perception. So, a very simple thing. When the girls get married, most of the time, when in the childhood, what the mother is saying, be aware. When you will have kids, you will realize this. When you will do this, go to the other home, you will see how it is. Are we actually bringing the joy to the girl's life, or the family, or are we just doing something very harmful for them? Why we keep on pushing our things on the other person? Because I suffered this, now you are also going to suffer. What is this? Why are we always cursing people? You want to have your child to have a very wonderful life, and when your boy or son is getting married, and you say, I don't know what kind of a girl is going to come. अरे आजकल लड़कियां बहुत खराब है. You are creating your child's life with so many unconscious thoughts. Is it right? It is right. You are cursing your own life. Are you ready to face your own demons? No. Then you will say, देखो मेरे साथ ये हो रहा है, मेरे साथ ये हो रहा है. You are not looking at yourself, what you created. So please be aware of what you are creating in future. You do not disrespect anybody. Do not disrespect anybody. Always bless the child. Maybe your child is, she wants a company, or your child, your son or daughter is getting married. Bless them. You must have a wonderful life, because I, as a mother or as a parent or as a father, I bless you to have the most. Whatever we give to the children, what we don't have, but unconsciously we never bless them. We never bless them. So the next, coming to the next point, end of the day. End of the day, before sleeping, tell yourself, today also passed. Most of what I thought never happened. Because you have taken the control of your day, you'll start analyzing how you ended the day. How you ended the day. Now it is again another conscious effort to understand that when I thought in a different way, analyze at the end, did it happen? Was I able to control my vibrations and my mind? You have to actually hold your senses. Holding your senses means you have to tell your mind, I am not going your way, I am going my way. You have to act my way. So if I am telling you my day is going to be good, I have people are wonderful around me, everybody is supportive around me, it may take time for that vibration to settle into you, because you will think, uh, why should I do all the work? But it's your life and you are living in an environment. Then start blessing people, start working on yourself. We all say by the end, I should go, my hands and feet should be working. But the moment we see support, we leave our own hands and go. In the old age, this is very common. Especially in India, people are so much codependent. Why are we codependent? Because we are habitually, like, if it's a retirement age, now I should settle. Now I don't want to do anything. Of course, don't do anything, but don't leave yourself in the process. Do not leave your mind for other person to make you happy. Go out, enjoy, do whatever you want to do. You have a lot of experience. Use this experience to enhance your life and the other person's life, rather than sitting in a codependent part. We all are going to take a next birth. We know it, whether we accept it or don't accept it. But if we start a conscious effort of bringing a life to a better level, in the next life, it is possible. Even in this life, the transformation is possible. Everything is possible. So, early morning, check your thoughts, take a control of your thoughts, and when you have taken, be aware of what you are thinking and creating. And then in the end also, before you sleep, do the same thing. Before you sleep, do the same thing. Check, how was your day? Were you able to go or you're not able to go? This way we start creating a conscious pattern of our life of taking control. Am I overthinking? Am I giving unnecessarily judgments to people? What is my mind going? We are judging all day. Remember, everybody you see, you will start judging, Hari, they are doing this, Hari, they are doing this. Stop. Stop. It's all an illusion. Your mind has created story. It has created an illusion for you. That is why Krishna says the world is real yet unreal. Why it is unreal? Because you can create another reality by changing your response, from reaction to response, and then going to the third place, that is being a witness. Witnessing your own thought. That is what I said. When you consciously start witnessing your own thought, you will start realizing how things are good happening for you. Okay, so final truth, life is like a movie and you can change it. Now, how you can change it? Again, becoming a witness to your thoughts. No overthinking, no overanalyzing. Your mind will rush to things. Drink water, take a pause, sit down with yourself and tell yourself everything is fine with me. Every moment, remember this. telling yourself everything is fine with me, my day is going to be very good, everybody around me, your nervous system should heal. As soon as your nervous system starts healing, focus on yourself rather than people and situation. You're always over analyzing, always. So stop it. Now, if you, as you have seen a movie scene, okay, what we do is we get attached to the movie scenes. When we see somebody fighting, that anger mood comes in, go and kill, go and kill. And when somebody is at a mercy, our emotions start crying, we start feeling that emotion. What is it happening? We are relating it with the real life, but that director has created a drama in front of you and you feel it so real. That is why we have started connecting everything through that drama, and we start connecting to it. And this is where we go wrong. This is where we have to understand where we live and where we have to support ourselves. This is where we have to understand that life is very beautiful only when I put a pause to my own mind. There's a very beautiful sunlight coming, and I think it's visible on my face also now. So understand the kind of thought process you are creating. Your life is only about emotions, but learn to handle your emotions, elevate. If there is jealousy, that jealousy should elevate you. It should not, put you down. If you feel the other person has grown up, does not matter. You feel jealous, use that jealousy for your growth rather than destroying the other person. These are the things you start learning. This is the upgrade of your life. Start thinking in a new way, put a different lens. Forgive people. You're not forgiving people, you are actually forgiving yourself, because you created a shadow with them, and now that shadow is being reflected and you're getting upset. So the world outside is only a mirror, and it's only a reflection. When you when you start sitting with yourself, you'll understand how things are happening. So in this, I'm going to help you. One thing, I have started a mission of helping people by doing a 7 days life upgrade journey, and I have been regularly posting about joining those groups, and now we are on the 4th batch, and the 3 batch have been very, very successful. People have been elevated, and they have taken another step towards that is a 21 days advance. So basic level is a free level for 7 days, and if you understand the depth of it, you can take it further. And if you take that further, what I am talking to you in the session, I'm going to hold hands with you and teach you every day on a live session how to do this in advance. How to be, it's like a total hand holding with you, where I take you totally in that 21 days to elevate each and every state of mind. Where you are going wrong in your imaginations, where you are putting wrong thoughts in yourself, where you are, entangling with the other person. I'm going to teach you everything in those 21 days. So I'll share the link with the, if you are interested, start from the basic and then go to the next level. You're most welcome. The first 7 days are absolutely free. The second one, which I am going to, involve myself in the whole day, those are paid sessions. So, and there also we have 3 plans for that. I'll tell you, if you wish to, come up, you can always come on the WhatsApp or Facebook, anywhere, or you can comment here in the YouTube section. And do mention if you today had an aha moment where you actually understood something profound and you feel that it made a shift. Do comment in the section. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please, you can always come up and write. I don't know whether the chat community is open or not. Anyways, so see you next Sunday. Have more questions, but understand what I told you. Awareness in the morning, awareness in the night, and be aware with yourself in every moment. The moment you start getting elevated, the vibration will hit you on its own. The vibration will hit you. It does not mean you're going to hit back. It means you're going to elevate. You are going to feel that merger in happening is happening. You start going, having a different perspective of life. It will come so naturally to you. What I am teaching you is my 25 years of practice in this field, and how I have transformed is just the same way. So these practices are no different of what I am teaching you, and how I have elevated the same I am teaching you. So thank you so much for joining, and see you next Sunday.